Okay, good morning. We are back with former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani. And before we went to break, Mr. Mayor, we were talking about how Bill de Blasio, his wife, and 493 others say they're going to take unpaid furlough of a week here. It's going to save the city $860,000. What is that going to do?
Nothing. When he was running for mayor, it made no difference. He doesn't do anything. If you think I'm exaggerating, take a poll. I mean, the last time they took it, he was at about 75% as the worst mayor in the history of the city. When he ran for president, I think he had about 2% support in the city. What I'm telling you is an almost universal opinion of even liberal Democrats, left-wing Democrats. Because for me, his ideology is close to, he is a socialist, and I question whether he's a communist. He went to Cuba on his honeymoon. He gave aid and comfort to Sandinistas who were killing Americans. Everything I just told you is absolutely true. It's not some right-wing conspiracy. But the left-wingers don't like him because he's lazy and he doesn't get his job done. He showed up at an hour and a half late for a press conference. He doesn't follow through on what he's supposed to do, and he's got $1 billion in cash that went to his wife for helping people that nobody's seen any evidence of. And everybody's afraid to investigate him because he's a Democrat.
Okay, but Mr. Mayor, you were elected in 1993. This is 2020. It is a much different New York City now. What leads you to believe that with your plan of putting in a Republican, that Republican has any chance of beating a Democrat in the city? Because quite frankly, Mr. Mayor, I think we could nominate this pen on the Democratic Party and it would beat whoever the Republicans put up. I'm serious.
You may be right. Look, this may be Don Quixote sitting here, but I look at the history of the city. Like I read actual history, which they don't teach anymore in the New York City schools. So there were 3 Republican mayors elected in the 20th century: LaGuardia, Lindsay, and me. We each were elected when the city was in a horrible crisis. When my good friend Joe Loda came to me 8 years ago to run against him originally, I told him, Joe, I want you to win. You're one of my best friends, but you have no chance. The city is in too good shape. Bloomberg left a really, really well-functioning city that de Blasio has ruined. It took him a while to ruin it. You couldn't really beat him for re-election. Nicole Maliotakis was clearly a better candidate than him. I mean, twice as smart, twice as energetic, but same thing, she couldn't win. But if you look at the history of the city, when there was 1,500 murders for 30 years, when there were 2 riots in 3 years under my predecessor, and we were up to 10% unemployment and 1.1 million people on welfare. And similarly, we had big exodus. Population was down 700,000. They elected me. It was hard. I only won by 2%. I mean, I should have won normally if it were sort of a non-Republican Democrat. I probably would have won by 10%, not because of me, because my opponent was a terribly failed mayor. So I don't know. Has it changed that much that people can't see what's good for them? And can't see, actually, all over the country, that if you put the policies in effect that I just said, you get a great city. That a city doesn't need all the money that de Blasio is taking from it. These people will go on furlough. We won't even know they're missing. I had 12,000 more people working in the hospitals than needed to be working there. They were taking care of empty beds because they were put there as patronage for the Democrat congressman. In other words, they were selecting the hospital workers, and the mayor took them so he'd have a favor from the congressman. I got rid of them. I came in. 5 of 13 hospitals were unaccredited. I left. All 13 hospitals were accredited.
Sir,
in other words, they were better hospitals without the political hacks.
We have about a minute left in the show, so I got to keep this one a little bit tight. But I do want to get your opinion on this because, as you know, there's been a lot of conversation about putting homeless in hotels in New York City, specifically on the Upper West Side. There's been back and forths here with Bill de Blasio on what they're going to do. I know that your former chief of staff, Attorney Mastro, has threatened to sue the city on behalf of a group of Upper West Siders. Where do you stand with this? We have about 30 seconds.
Can't do it. Not with the kind of dangerous people. I mean, they don't even do the right vetting. I mean, you said homeless. And that one that really caused the furor, he had a couple of rapists, sex predators, and they got involved in beating people up. I mean, maybe you could put homeless people in who are benign. There's a big difference between homeless people. We say it like it's one category, but like all human beings, it goes from just people down on their luck, minor problems, to people with massive violence problems.
Mr. Mayor, we always love having you on. And let me just add,
I enjoy it, too.
It looks like our Yankees are actually coming back here a little bit in this shortened season. I certainly hope that at some point.
How did that happen? What a change.
We don't have time to get into the Yankees, but we appreciate your time this morning, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much for joining us. Have a good day.